Hello, hello, hello. My name is Nicholas Rivas, and I typically talk about politics and stuff. But something I've been wanting to talk about as of late is the zombies mode in Call of Duty, the Call of Duty series, typically from Treyarch. Um, I'm big fan of the Call of Duty series. I mean, that's all I play on this channel because it's kind of just like my comfort game. Like I just play it, I know what to do. I don't have to think about it. Um, Zombies is like that where I've been playing it for so long. I've at this point have played most of all iterations of the Treyarch Zombies. I'm pretty much in the lore, not fully because I did have a dip in it, but um, I love zombies, and a point that I always love making, which it's at this point it's so like non-controversial, controversial. Like there's people who will ride and die for on one of the maps called Transit. So for all my zombies people, you're probably gonna shoot me. It's like I think there's like a genuine like 50-50 split where everyone agrees that like Transit's fun. Um, it's, there's a 50-50 split on whether or not Transit is a good map, right? And I'm in the camp of I don't think it's a good map, but it's one of the funnest maps I've ever had the pleasure of playing when it came live, when it first came out. Because you go back and play it now, and it's like there's a little bit of nostalgia, there's a little bit of oh, for the time it was a crazy kooky map. Like no, it was a bad map. I used to think it was a good map. I think the potential was there for it to be a good map. There's just a lot of dumb, stupid things that you have to deal with in the map that just really take it away and make it annoying and make it hard to go back to. But most people agree that it's a map to go back to and have fun with, especially when you play with people. Like if you play solo, it's kind of mind-boggling. I still have fun on solo. Like I go back and play it solo because I think it's such a fun map. But when you play it with friends, it's one of the greatest maps of all time. And that's that. I don't think it's a good map, but I think it is my favorite map. It's tedious, it's stupid. I'll be the first to admit I hate those little jump in gabagool monsters. I hate the I hate the stupid mechanics where like pack a punch is so dumb. I'm in the camp of people who believe that pack a punch should be the easiest part of the step, and then Easter eggs is where it gets a little kooky because I mean you sign up for that. But pack a punch should be relatively easy or relatively like simple. I don't want to like pull my hair out trying to get pack a punch every time. And I don't think every map should be. I like when they take these bold steps, but how do I turn up the music? Oh goodness. Um, I haven't played this in so long. Did I do it? Okay. I haven't played this map in a pretty good minute. Which leads me to my point actually of I love Outbreak. I was unfortunately I've been doing my masters in undergrad and working full time, so I never really got to enjoy Outbreak the way I think I should have or could have. And then with COVID, I wasn't playing online a lot. I was pretty depressed. Cold War was like my first game back into gaming ever since I was leaving my undergrad. So Cold War has a special place for me. But ooh, this thingy. So yeah, I definitely enjoy Cold War, but what I loved about Cold War the most is what it brought to zombies was Outbreak, and I think this leads to Transit. Is Outbreak was what Transit should have been, kind of. I think Outbreak unfortunately is too big, but I wish we can meet that healthy medium where there is a train or there's something you can hop on. Probably something like Shadows of Evil I think did it the best, but I want something bigger. I want something open world. I think Outbreak serves its purpose and it's fun and I do enjoy it and it's really fun with people. But I think where it excels is Outbreak should have been this like open world ish, but I think like Transit really hit the mark with okay, it's open world, but it's open world in the sense of it's not like you can just run for miles and miles, right? Like it shouldn't be that like tedious, and I think that's the problem with Outbreak. And there's even though there's vehicles and it is kind of fun, to deal with vehicles and drive around, be kooky and all that. I think it's a bit annoying, and like it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of pressure, and stuff is just too far. And you realize it's too far because that's the purpose. Like, um, when they created Outbreak, they were just, I think there was some budgetary situations, and um, they were doing COVID Call of Duty, and so I'm not trying to excuse it, but you can tell that they cut corners because this is a multiplayer map, and they did that a lot. I never liked that when they would make multiplayer maps into zombie maps because they weren't built for that. It's okay to use some assets, but I don't like that they use the entire map with really no change, little to no change. Like this is a multiplayer map, and it's a okay multiplayer map too. But even then, when I was playing multiplayer, I'm like, this is just too much. Call of Duty isn't this Battlefield game, and I think it was riding a line that was kind of annoying. Like it was trying to be this weird Battlefield, and I think I had fun with it, but it just wasn't my cup of tea, and I don't think it's what Call of Duty is great at. I think it was smaller, maybe a little bit more linear, maybe more reliance on like a vehicle. I don't know. Not a complete. I think that was the problem with Transit is you had to have taken the vehicle. You had to have taken the um which Juggernog. You had to have taken the bus to get anywhere, and that's annoying. Like nobody wants to do that. And so I like this that I can kind of explore around, but again, it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be here. It doesn't feel like any of this is I guess necessary, which sucks. I mean, it sucks. I've never built this before. What is this? Oh, it's like a. Oh, okay. Um, I didn't play this as much as I think I should have. I enjoyed zombies. I love the idea that I can explore. I like open world zombie games. Dead Rising is the reason I got my Xbox. Um, I like exploring zombie games. They're just fun, and so I'm definitely Outbreak scratches that itch, and I have a good time. But the potential is what kills me. So I've been harping on Outbreak too much. This is about Transit. Transit is a great map, and I think it has its fun capabilities, but it is tedious and it is a bit annoying. And I think it could be a better game one day. I think Treyarch honestly is kind of out of the zombie game. I think the zombie series it's met its match. I think with Vanguard that definitely was a nail in the coffin, but Cold War didn't really bring anything that great. I like the mechanics of Cold War, but it didn't make me come back. I enjoyed it. It should have been the game that I liked, but maybe I'm just outgrowing it. Maybe zombies will continue without me, obviously. There's a fan base for it, but personally, I just thought it was cool. It was fine. The mechanics were great, but that's kind of where it ended. The maps were a bit boring. I can feel that there was costs that were cut, and it sucks, but I mean, it happens with any series. Like nothing lasts forever, and I think the zombies that we do have are great to go back to and still have fun. I mean, I bought every zombies game, so I have it on my Xbox right now, and I time and time again will jump into the zombies mode. So it's never gone, but it's definitely, I think we need a new zombies outlook. I don't want to be doing zombies for I don't want to keep playing zombies with the expectation that it's, I guess, the same. Like I'm okay with them taking a breather, maybe coming back when they're stronger. I mean, that's the idea with this next one, because Vanguard, I think Treyarch helped them out, but or maybe I think Treyarch was actually leading it. It just did not feel like a Treyarch game. So I'm definitely, I haven't bought Vanguard. I have no expectation to buy the Modern Warfare one either, but I don't think that one has zombies anyway. I mean, that was by I think Ravenswaft and is it Ravenswaft? I should really check this first. But yeah, I mean, I have this fondness of Transit. I think it's fun. What I should have been talking about sooner is within Transit, you had Town, Farm, and the Bus Depot. And even though those aren't the greatest maps, I think Town is one of the greatest maps, actually. But I think when you had like 8 people playing on Town, versus mode, CDC versus the was it CIA, that was the funnest I've ever had with a Call of Duty game. I remember 8 people just running around going crazy. See, that's what Transit should have been. 8 people on a bus. I know that's expectation is too high, but when we get to Cold War, it makes me like, dude, we should have like a 16 like multiplayer engine, if we're gonna use the multiplayer maps, and use it for Transit. Like okay, we're gonna have uh, multiplayer maps anyway. Let's have 16 people running around this map and fighting zombies. Like, it's maybe the game engine isn't that there yet, but I don't know. It just seems like we can implement. I mean, no, there's multiplayer maps where you implement them. Maybe make it smaller if need be, but yeah, like I don't like that. We're not there yet because I think the potential could have been there. I liked when the game is more kooky and fun and zombies. I'm not trying to take away from the lore, but the lore is okay to me. I'm not one of those people who are fascinated that much by the lore. I think it got a little bit too kooky for myself, and I didn't understand a lot of it towards the end. So I'm okay with a world where Transit and Outbreak met like some middle, and we had just a bunch of people, maybe like a town-esque level where there's like 16 people, maybe one of even these maps where there's 16 people, something bigger and funner and cooler. I don't know, it just give me something, baby, come on. Like I like uh the crazy party games of sorts, so maybe I'm biased and maybe I'm not the fan that everyone should reach out to. The hell is that? See, this is how you know I haven't played Outbreak in such a long time. I haven't really played COD Zombies that much. Can I zipline it? What do I do with that? But yeah, so like I don't know. I definitely I definitely like COD Zombies. I'm definitely a stan. Y'all aren't gonna take that away from me, but I think it's run its course, and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't think there's a world where I want COD Zombies to continue in this state, but I'm also I don't think I'm gonna buy COD Zombies anyway, so I'm definitely not the fan base anymore, and I'm okay with the ones we do have. I recently bought COD 4, a game that I neglected, given because I was in college and I wasn't trying to play games much. I didn't even have an Xbox at the time. Like I remember my first game console while I left high school was the Switch, so I was definitely not in the zeitgeist of a lot of the new games that came out. I missed COD 3. I didn't really play COD 3 much, but I played Zombies at my cousin's house. My last COD game I bought, I think, was MW 3. Yeah, and ever since then I didn't catch up until the most recently Cold War. So I was definitely out of the zeitgeist, and I would kind of play limitedly. Like I loved COD 3 and COD 2 Zombies. I mean, given my love for Transit, but I was playing mainly at other people's house, and I eventually bought COD 2, but I never played it. I played it only when I was with people, and so that's why I think I have such a fondness with Transit. And I love I love COD 4 after going back to it. I started I remember my cousin and I we went crazy over the infected mode. When I would go to his house, he had the infected mode for COD Ghost, I believe, and then we also would go crazy over the Infinite Warfare zombies. I didn't like Advanced Warfare. Sorry, I thought it was annoying, and I did not like World War II. I thought it was annoying. So I wasn't like I've not like been completely gone from it all, but I definitely wasn't the biggest fan of it all. Like I'm not the diehard zombies guy. I think I'm leading people to believe. But hey, you know, I do love me some. I love me some COD Zombies when I get a chance to play it, and especially Outbreak. Like this is fun. This is soothing. Like this is honestly a game that I can just zone out to and just like really relax. Like I know it's meant to be intense, and I think there's moments it does get intense, but it's still fun. It's like a fun intensity. I think maybe because I'm so tenured with the COD formula that I got it down pretty well, but I've definitely been out of it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this new one. And I played Outbreak when it first initially came out, but I haven't played it since. I don't even think there was an Easter egg when I first started playing Outbreak when it first came out. So, I mean, you're talking to a guy who hasn't even like. I used to watch all like the, what is it, JD? What's his name? JD. I'm talking about the rapper. Those zombies YouTubers where they would break down the zombies lore and break down the how to do the Easter eggs, you know, like those were my guys. What the hell is this? Okay. See, I don't even know this. The first time I played, we were like making a monkey from one point to another point, protecting it. Oh, is this one when you're in a house? I love this one. Oh god, I love this. See, this would be a cool mode. Like I want to be like in a small I like when there's modes like I can be in a small space and fight, but I also like the freeness of Outbreak. I also like the kooky, more eccentric maps like Shadows of Evil. I mean, Shadows of Evil is one of my favorite maps of all time. Oh, it'd be so cool to like hold out here. Um, Also, I do love COD. I love Cold War. I like the Cold War engine. I think I like it a little bit more than COD 4 because COD 4 was pretty perfect in the sense of like I like the intensity. It didn't feel that easy. It definitely was more. I think the consensus that it was more difficult. If even for casual, like for casuals, they were like, "This is too difficult." I think that's why it wasn't so popular. But um, I do like the ease of COD zombies because you have your shield, you have your ether shroud if you want to use that. You have some pretty good weapons. You can overpower your weapons. I like that feeling of being overpowered. COD 4 was cool, but it's definitely a different avenue. Like when I want to have more of a challenge, I do play COD 4 zombies and Voyage was insanely hard. I should take my zombies card away as I never done an Easter egg after Moon. Ugh, I know people are gonna beat my ass. I never really understood it, and I never had friends enough to play it. Everyone just wanted to just fuck around on Transit, you know. So after Moon, I didn't do any Easter eggs, and that was like the start of the Easter eggs. So I missed out a lot. And I remember one time my cousin showed me how to do the Der Eisendrache. Is that the one? Yeah, Der Eisendrache Easter egg. And I started doing Shadows of Evil. I started doing Mauer to Toten on this one, but it's definitely I don't know I've watched the Easter egg videos. I've tried to do them myself when I'm able to. But yeah, I don't I'm not the zombies guy that people are gonna think I am. I'm taking my zombies card away. I feel so bad. I love me some zombies though. I love zombies. I hope to see this come back, but I'm also I think I've gotten all my fill of what I need. I have Cold War, and I think I'm going to continue to play that forever. And then I have the other CODs, so you know, I think it's a good spot to end it here. I think I'm just going to let the gameplay speak for itself and let y'all be. So thank you so much. New videos every other day, and gabagoo.
Took down 5. Infectados eliminated. Disinfected. EKIA. Took down 5.
Welcome back. That crystal is history, Carver.
Solid copy. Infection levels falling. For the moment.
The beacon's nearby. Activate when ready.
Boss, we're ready to exit the hot zone.
Raptor 1, strike team ready for evac.
Infected, hold on.
Raptor 1 is the evac point. Let's move it. Enemy is tracking our position. We need the extraction zone clear before we can evac.
Infectado neutralized.
LZ clear. Proceeding with extraction. Good evac, Requiem. We're done here. All objectives completed, strike team. Good work in the OZ.